Bryan Robson was a football legend, but his personal life was all over the tabloids. Now, decades later, the rumours are resurfacing. What really happened? Let's find out. Bryan Robson, known as Captain Marvel, is an English football legend born on January 11th, 1957. He kicked off his career with West Bromwich Albion in 1972, quickly making over 200 appearances and becoming the club captain. In 1981, he made a pivotal move to Manchester United, where he cemented his legacy as the longest-serving captain in the club's history. Bryan Robson was born in Chester-le Street, County Durham, and was a huge Newcastle United fan growing up. He loved football so much that he even joined the Cub Scouts just to play on their team. He was a natural athlete and a star player in school, eventually getting a chance to play professionally for West Bromwich Albion. At West Brom, Robson quickly moved up the ranks and became a key player, even playing for the England national team. He was so good that in 1981 he was transferred to Manchester United for a record-breaking fee. He instantly became a fan favourite and helped the team win tons of trophies as their captain. During his time at Manchester United, Bryan Robson was a true legend, winning loads of trophies, including 2 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, a Football League Cup, 2 FA Charity Shields and a European Cup Winners' Cup. His leadership on the field and his knack for scoring important goals earned him the nickname Captain Marvel. In 2011, he was voted the greatest player in Manchester United's history by former players, showing just how much of an impact he had on the club. Robson's international career was just as impressive. He played for England 90 times between 1980 and 1991, scoring 26 goals. At one point, he was the 5th most capped England player and the 8th highest goal scorer. He captained the national team 65 times, a record only bettered by Bobby Moore and Billy Wright. Manager Bobby Robson even said Bryan was one of the best British players he ever worked with, alongside stars like Alan Shearer and Kevin Beattie. Robson's final years at Manchester United were marked by injuries and increased competition for places, but he still managed to make significant contributions to the team. In 1994, he left United to become player manager at Middlesbrough, where he continued to influence the game from the sidelines. After his fantastic playing career, Robson switched to management. He started as a player manager at Middlesbrough in 1994 and retired from playing in 1997. As Middlesbrough's manager, he took the team to 3 Wembley finals and got them promoted to the Premier League twice. He also helped coach the England national team during Euro '96. Later on, he managed West Bromwich Albion and did an amazing job of keeping them from being relegated, even though they were bottom of the league at Christmas. Not all his managerial roles were as successful, though. He had a tough time at Bradford City, lasting only 6 months and ending in relegation. His stint at Sheffield United also didn't go as planned, as the team failed to get promoted to the Premier League. In 2009, Robson became the manager of the Thailand national team, a job he held until 2011. Later that year, he took on the role of global ambassador for Manchester United, sharing his passion and knowledge of the game with fans around the world. He's always had the reputation of a saint, but you know what they say, even the most innocent ones are corrupted at night. It is true, and yes, I'm talking about Bryan's personal life. Bryan Robson was a big deal in English football, captaining Manchester United and playing for England. Naturally, his personal life attracted a lot of attention. During this time, rumours started flying around about Robson having an affair. The tabloids, always hungry for a juicy story, buzzed with this gossip. The name that kept coming up was Claire Tomlinson, a Sky TV presenter back then. There were whispers of hotel room confrontations between Robson's wife Denise and Tomlinson, adding more fuel to the fire. It was the kind of drama that sold newspapers, and let's face it, people love a bit of drama. But here's the truth. All of this was just talk, rumours and speculation. No one ever came forward with solid proof. Remember, this was a time when tabloids weren't exactly known for their accuracy or high journalistic standards. They often relied on anonymous sources and hearsay, making it hard to tell what was real and what was simply made up for a good story. So, while these rumours were all over the tabloids, no one really knew the truth except for the people involved. You might wonder why anyone would care about all this gossip. Well, back then, Footballers like Robson were celebrities, and people were fascinated by their lives, both on and off the field. It's the same kind of curiosity we have today about famous actors or musicians. It's also important to remember that this was a different time. The media was less regulated, and privacy laws weren't as strict as they are today. People's personal lives were often thrown into the spotlight, whether they wanted it or not. For Robson, these rumours were probably a stressful and painful experience. Not only this, on March 16, 2011, news broke that former football player Bryan Robson had surgery. The operation took place in Bangkok on March 3rd. It was revealed that the surgery was to treat throat cancer. The news of his illness was met with concern from fans and fellow players. However, it was also reported that doctors were optimistic about his recovery. Robson had this amazing ability to break up the opposition's attacks with his precise tackles and interceptions. But he wasn't just about defence. He could also drive his team forward with powerful runs and had a real knack for scoring those crucial goals. His timing and positioning in the penalty area were spot on, often leading to important goals in key matches. When it comes to leadership, Robson was one of a kind. He was the longest-serving captain in Manchester United's history, and his ability to inspire and organise his teammates made him a central figure. He didn't just give orders, he led by example. Robson's work ethic and determination were incredible, and he was famous for playing through injuries. This showed a level of resilience and commitment that earned him immense respect from both his teammates and fans. There's so much that young players can learn from Robson's legacy. First off, his versatility and adaptability were outstanding. He excelled in various roles on the field, teaching the value of being flexible and willing to adapt to different positions and responsibilities. This is a crucial lesson for any young player looking to make their mark. Leadership is another big part of Robson's legacy. He showed that being a good leader means more than just giving directions. It's about inspiring and motivating your teammates through your actions. Effective communication, the ability to motivate others, and leading by example are key traits that young players should aim to develop. Robson's work ethic was legendary. He was dedicated to his fitness and always gave his best effort, even when he was injured. This level of commitment is essential for success in any sport. Robson's mental toughness was just as impressive. Throughout his career, he faced many challenges, including injuries and intense media scrutiny, but he stayed focused and performed at the highest level. His resilience teaches young players the importance of staying strong mentally, even when things get tough. Finally, Robson's respect for the game, his opponents, and the fans set a high standard for professionalism. He always maintained a high level of respect and humility, qualities that young players should try to emulate no matter how successful they become. Showing respect for the game and everyone involved is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the sport. In short, Bryan Robson's style of play and his legacy provide a great blueprint for aspiring footballers. His versatility, leadership, work ethic, and mental toughness are qualities that any young player can learn from to achieve success both on and off the field. Robson wasn't just a great player, he was a true leader and a role model whose lessons go far beyond the pitch.